Hello, good greetings of the day. My name is Sambhu Pandey. I'm currently studying BSc Honours Computer Science at the University of West London. And my student ID number is 2157307 and I've created an online food delivery applications for my assessment for mobile web app development. And this is the XML code for the main activity over here. I've, uh, I've added a sign up and login button on the top so the user can first sign up and log in after looking at the products. If they want to buy, they need to sign in and log in before adding them in the cart. And then over there the products are displayed like this. There's an image button for the product displays, and there is two text view with the names and the price over there. And then I have added a function, two buttons over here so that they can increase and decrease the quantity. And there's add to cart button. I've added the plus and minus button for each products, and the add to cart button for each products, and same with the rest of the products. And then on the bottom there is a go to cart button. Let's move on the main activity.java. Here I've imported all the things I want for my applications. On the line 19th, I've implemented main method, and then on line 25, there's a method on create, and I've initialized the Firebase authentication over here, and I've set up all the items with their text views, buttons, IDs, and everything. And then I've set up a go to cart button over here using set on click listener. And then I've created a class for sign up button so that if you click on a sign up button on the main page, then you will be redirected to a sign up activity.class. And same with the login. If you click on the login button on the main page, you will be redirected to login activity.class. And then there's a method for authentication. I've created for authentication. Check if the user is authentic. If the user haven't logged in, he can't buy any products. He can't use the keys like add to cart, or he can't view in a cart. You need to log in first in order to uh, add the products in the cart, or otherwise it will toast a message log in to buy products. And then I've set up all the IDs, their buttons, and increase and decrease button, their add to cart button over here. And then there's a private class for increased quantity button, and same goes with the decrease one below over line 111. If you go below quantity below you can't go quantity below zero. And then I've added a method for add to cart over here, and I've set a authentication. If the user tries to add the product before logging in, then it will display a toast message. You need to log in first, or if the user tries to add the cart without increasing the quantity, it will toast a message, please select a quantity greater than zero. And then over here I've set up a method for a get item name, which implement this method to get the item name based on the item ID. And on line 177, this also implement this method to get the item price based on the item ID. And below on the last, there's a private method for go to cart. There's also a Firebase authentication over here. If the user didn't log in and try to go to cart, it will toast a message. Uh, or like you need to log in first. Let's move on the next XML, which is signup.xml. Over here, I've created a edit text for everything, written hint, first name, middle name, last name, everything, phone number, so the user can put their all details and give the email. I've set up a radio button for gender, male and female, and then I've set up a password over here and a confirm password so the user can confirm their password twice. And then this is the sign up activity.java. On the line 18th, there's a main method for sign up activity, and I have declared all the UI elements, creating a private class over here, and I've also used a Firebase authentication instant over here. And then I have initialized Firebase authentication on inside on create method. And then I have declared all the UI elements by their IDs, and then I've set up a find the sign up button using find view by ID and set a on click listener for the sign up button. And this is the method to handle the user registration. If the users register their name and middle name, last name, and their numbers and all the things, it will save all the things. And then I've I've implemented some conditions over here. If the user don't fill all the register activities, then it will toast a message, fill in all fields. And if the two confirmation password doesn't match, it will toast password doesn't match. And I have used a Firebase authentication to sign up as well. Uh, and then if the sign up is success, then it updates the UI, it updates the sign informations to Firebase, and then it redirects to the login page. If the email address is already used, if the user have already signed in with the same email address, it will toast a message email address already in used. And if you use the wrong email or the wrong password, it will say the authentication failed. And I've created a private method on the bottom so that it can save all the details entered by the user and can be used again in the login activity with the same details. Let's move in the login activity.xml. Over here, there's a blank space so that user can enter the email and a password. And there is small forget password over here. If the user forgets his password, there you can click on that to reset your email. And there on the below, there's a login button so that you can log in and you will be redirected to main page after the login. This is the main method. This is the uh, backend for the login activity.class. On the line 19, there's a main method, and then I have declared all the UI elements over here. And as in the sign up page, I've used the Firebase authentication instant, and I've initialized the Firebase authentication inside the onCreate method. And then I have find all the UI elements by their IDs using find view by ID. And then I have set on click lister for forget password text view so that when the user clicks on the forget password, it will redirect the user to the forget password activity.class from the login activity. And then I have set up a click listener for login button as well. If the user enters the correct username and email, it will be redirected to main activity. If not, it if he entered the correct username and password, it will also redirect you to main activity and toast a successfully login message. If not, it will toast a message called authentication failed. And yeah, if you forgot the password, you can reset. uh, let's move on. This is my forget password activity XML over here. There's empty space over there so that the user can enter their email, and there's a send OTP button. If the user forget the password, they enter the email and click on the button so that a user can get the OTP on their email. On line 18, there's a main method for forget activity, and then I have created some private class over here for authentication and everything. I have initialized Firebase authentication over here inside the onCreate method. And then I've declare the UI elements by the name and the IDs by find view by ID. And there's a private method over here for send OTP. If the user enters the email and the email in the empty space over there, enter your email. If the user enters the email and click on the send OTP button, then the Firebase authentication will send the email reset password email on your email. Or and if the action code is incorrect, it will display the invalid or expired action code. Or if there is any central error within the email or anything like that, or in a Firebase, it will just post a message failed to send password reset email and check your email address. Let's move on the cart activity.cart over here. I've just on the top there is a toolbar over here, and then over here there's a shopping cart, and then I have I've created a text view over here in the middle so that if the users add some items in the cart, and in the cart with the quantity, it will be displayed over here. And in here there's a continue shopping and proceed to purchase button. If you click on the continue shopping button, then you'll go back to the main activity. Let's go on the cart activity.java. Over here there on line 20, there's a main method cart activity, and then I have I've set preference file name over here. And then I have created a private method for the key storing selected items in set preferences. And then let's go on line 29. There's a on create method. Inside I have created a method so that it can retrieve item quantities from intent and display the selected item in the cart activity, as I said in the XML. And there's is a display total price as well, and a set a purchase. I've set a purchase button over here. If the user clicks on the purchase button, then it will redirect to payment.class from the cart activity.class. And I've also set up the continue shopping button. If the users sometimes come to cart and want to go again for the shopping, want to add few more stops, then they can click on the continue shopping button and go to the main page to add few more products if they want. And then there's a private method to display selected items in text views over the user interface. And then here's a private method to display the selected items with their quantity and their price over there. And then below is a private method to display the total price in a text view. And then it calculates the total price based on the item quantities and then prices. And then over here it is a method implemented to get the item name based on the item ID. And then below it is the item price based on the item ID. Let's move on the payment.xml. Over here, I've just included the address and payment over here. There's a postcode, address line, card number, and expiry date for card and a CVV. Let's go to the payment XML.java. It's a main method on the line 10 and onCreate method on the line 13. Inside the app, set up a back button so they can go back to the cart if they want to add few more items. And then there's a submit buttons. Submit button. I've implemented the submit button. If the card number is right and you click on submit, then it will redirect to another page with a successful payment. Let's go and run our app. This is how my app looks. You need to first sign up and then log in to add the products and add to in the cart. Let's go in the sign up. Let me quickly sign up and skip this part so that my video won't be. I've skipped some of the parts so that video won't be too long. Let's sign up this email and password. And if you go to password, yeah, I want to show the forget password by sending the OTP. cv.com. Let's open the email. There's a reset password over here. You can reset your password. And this is the new password I'm adding over there. Over here, you just type in your email. gmail.com and your password. Is a new password that I updated after doing the OTP reset password, and then it will allow you to successfully log in, and then you can add any products to the cart. Add to cart, and then you go to cart. You added three chomin, three second, one never visit. If you want to go back with and do continue your shopping, you can still go and add few more product if you want. And then if you go to continue to cart, then you can proceed towards the purchase. The total price is 110 pounds. Just enter your postcode over here and your first address line. And then your card number. And your expiry date over here. And then finally the CVV. And if you click on the submit by writing only card details and your address, then it says the payment accepted. Your food will be delivered within 50 minutes. That's all. This is my app. Thank you.